Like, when I tell you guys, I would literally be like sitting and being with people, and my hair would be screaming. When I tell you, my hair would be, it would be, it would be begging for me to go home and fix it, begging for something. And I would just have to sit there and smile and pretend like I wasn't in pain. Finally! Got some good lighting. About freaking time. Oh my gosh. Hey. So, I wanted to have a conversation about hair because I feel like I'm an experimentalist with my hair, and I do all types of different hairstyles. If you follow me on my Instagram or literally on my social media accounts, you know that I love hair and I change my hair quite often. But also, if you follow me, you know that I don't really show my natural hair that much. Like, I do, but it's rare. And it's no calculated reason for that, but the past like few weeks I've been really trying to figure out like what that is, and like why do I feel like I don't like my natural hair, because that's not true. I love my natural hair. I love to wear my natural hair, but it's been a journey to get here, and I want to talk about that journey. Let me start by saying my name is Jada. My brand name is j.sya or j.sya. I'm a fashion designer / visual artist, and I also dabble in just all different types of art forms. And yeah, I just want to start sharing my actual thoughts and what I think and just what I feel. And I feel like even though I'm an artist and I express my art a lot, I still feel like I'm not expressing it in the way that feels authentic anymore, at least right now. I think I'm in a phase where I want to transition into implementing my own thoughts and thought patterns and ideas verbally, rather than it just being executed visually or depicted visually. So yeah, so I wanted to start this off by reading a journal that I wrote recently. I realized that when my hair isn't done, a lot of the things that I need to do don't get done. My life, excuse me if I like stumble up on words, it's because I can't read my handwriting. That's the thing about me. This is a little off, but when I'm writing my journal, it's usually when I'm really passionate about something, or I feel like I need to really write something down so I can remember it for later. And in doing that, I don't really care about my handwriting as much, which I probably should so I can be able to read it later. But I don't know, it kind of adds to the whole vibe of like, what was going on during that time? Anyways, back to the journal. Okay. My life always seems to flourish when my hair is okay. But I have to make sure my hair is okay by eating the right food and not being anxious. Once all of that is done, then I can pay attention to creating and working to my fullest ability. Then that passion from creating causes me to not pay attention to my needs on a human level. Back to my hair. When it's done, it allows me to have so much more confidence in my decisions. It gives me more energy to make decisions. I will more likely want to be seen. What happens when my hair isn't done? I still exist. I still have things to do. I still have to live. My hair holds so much power. I think that's why it's one of my biggest obstacles. This scalp condition of mine has pushed me to be more healthy and aware. I'm gonna stop it right there. I started doing my hair in like 6th grade. Before that, my mom has done my hair. I love the hairstyle she used to do. I miss it sometimes. Those were good days. Um, but I was like really wanting to, something about me just really wants to be able to do things on my own, especially if it has to do with me. And it has nothing to do with other people. It's more so about being able to take care of myself independently, like knowing that I can do that. It allows me to trust myself and trust my actions a lot more. Kind of going into how I do more things. But yeah, so in sixth grade, I was like, enough is enough. I want to start doing my hair. My mom was definitely hesitant about that, but I'm sure she was like, also like, okay, cool. I don't have to do her hair no more. Um, so yeah, I started adding heat to my hair. I feel like that's always something that little girls do. They want to add heat. They want to dye their hair, and what else? They want to wear weave. So my mom was strongly adamant about me not dyeing my hair. So I did. I tried many different ways, but the most effective way was dyeing it with peroxide. That was awful. My hair messed up. But through the years of like middle school and high school, I've gone through a lot of different changes with my hair. I burnt my hair off one time trying to burn the ends of, okay, so I tried to do yarn braids one time, and I was trying to burn the ends to seal them when I could have just used a fucking rubber band. But yeah, I burned the ends to seal them using a candle, actually, because I didn't have a lighter. I was literally like 11 or 12. But yeah, I was doing that, and then literally fire. It kind of burnt my hair to this length, actually. And that happened. That was a very traumatic experience. But we live and we learn. I would never do that again. And yeah, throughout high school, I would change my hair, not as often as I change my hair now, I don't think, but I would change my hair quite often. I would wear a lot of head wraps because I didn't really like my natural hair. I'm just being honest. Like I'm not gonna say I hated it, but I never really felt that pretty wearing my natural hair. Like I was like always knowing in my head, like if I got some braids or if I even a head wrap, I felt prettier doing that. And I'm like, why do I not want to show my natural hair? Granted, I did fuck it up a couple of times and had to do, I think I'm on my like third or fourth big chop. It's life, you know. I used to change my hair quite often. I would change the colors. I would do a lot of, that's when I really started getting into braids even more. I started doing braids in middle school, braids and twists with weave, but it got more and more and more and more after time went on. Yeah, and I started doing other people's hair too. So that was just hair was like definitely a big passion of mine, and it still is. I would be loving to do hair basically, but through all of that and through the consistent braids, when I got towards the end of high school, I started to notice that my scalp was forming a condition, and I didn't know what it was for years. At the time, we thought it was because I was allergic to something. We thought it was because of the detergent and sheets and all that stuff. I've had so many blood tests for skin conditions because it wasn't just my scalp, it was my face and my lips. It was all of it, and it was horrible.
Yeah, the healthcare system definitely failed me like on numerous times, but especially when it comes to my skin. And I feel like getting referred to more doctors to do like basically the same thing is just so stupid to me. And I know some of y'all resonate.
It made me very insecure in my hair, like even more insecure in my hair and more insecure in just my appearance. I was going on, it was kind of a tough time for my individual personal life, because it was hard to like myself because of all this stuff that was going on. And then when I got to college, it was basically getting worse. Like it was getting worse because of the added stress of school, and then also the added stress of just my personal development. And then just the fact that I had it, period, was annoying. And I have come to a state of like, by like for years, I came to a consistent state of being okay with feeling uncomfortable in my body for a long period of time. And I'm just now getting out of that. But it was for years. It was since high school. So it was like for like maybe 6 years now. Because I started noticing the scalp stuff and just the skin stuff that's been going on for a long time. The scalp stuff in particular, I started noticing that happening my junior year of high school, and it's been 4 years since I've been in high school, so 6 years. It's definitely been something that I have been insecure about for a long time. I'm just now able to really like relate this to people and feel comfortable talking about it because I'm comfortable within myself experiencing it now, and I'm able to actually like verbalize what's going on and say what it is, and I know what I need to do to fix it. And my whole lifestyle, like in terms of my personal lifestyle, has changed because of it. Like I had to change my skincare, to change my my diet, heavily on the diet, heavily on the diet. But basically, I just had to get my routine together. You know, that's always been a struggle for me because I love change. I love things to be different. I love to wake up and be like, oh, my day is not going to be the same as yesterday. I'm actually doing this differently. But with that, it causes unnecessary chaos, which I had to go through and I still go through at times, but it's unnecessary. Like, I literally can set things, that I want to do for every day, and then have freedom within certain pockets of time of my day, or like certain times of the week, which I've worked on. But yeah, my habits have definitely affected my hair. So I had to rearrange all of that, but I want to be like really strong on the diet. The diet was a big thing because I've always dealt with, I don't know if it's eczema, but dealt with like dry, patchy skin on my arms and right here, and just all of it.
When I say it was like everywhere, I'm not kidding. I would experience horrible rashes all over my face, basically, which was horrible. But I later found out that that was a part of the scalp/skin condition that was forming.
But over time, it's leaving and it's not bothering me as much anymore. It used to be so bad, and it was definitely a mindset as well. It was not just the physical form or the physical reality that I was experiencing. It was also just how I felt towards myself. Like, I didn't even care about myself enough to fix these things. All of that was happening, and the thing that I could hold on to, that I knew and get that guaranteed to make me feel better throughout all of this, is getting my hair done. But realizing that was the problem, me getting my hair done consistently and not using the right products, not washing things properly, like just all of that added. And it sucks. It really sucked to get to that realization, because I love doing my hair. I love having my hair done in interesting ways. I love doing new things with my hair and being expansive. Last year, I've definitely had a couple of mental breakdowns with my hair and the condition that it was in, or that it still is in sometimes. But during those times, I might have acted rash. Like, I've definitely cut my hair out really like crazily because of what was going on with my scalp. And I'm going to tell you guys, I haven't really went into detail about the scalp condition, but basically it's called seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis. It is Basically, just a little quick rundown of what that is.
No, actually, we're going to use a proper definition from a website. So, according to mountsinai.org, they say this condition is likely caused by an overgrowth of Malassezia yeast that triggers inflammation, causing changes in the skin.
Basically, I think I was eating too many bread products and not drinking enough water. Um, I've always been pretty healthy growing up, but it was healthy mixed with the worst shit ever. And during depressive episodes or just times of life, I've always dealt with food cravings that always affected, and I didn't know it affected me like physically, but it like through my hair, and it did. It can appear like it's dandruff, but it's actually just dry patches of uh, of overgrowth in your scalp. And when you have seborrheic dermatitis, it happens at a much faster rate, causing it to be big patches of white on your scalp. If I have pictures, I'll implement that, but I don't want to implement that in my video. This video is pretty. Anyways, but yeah, and I was so insecure about that, and I still can be, but it's definitely gotten a lot better, and I'm so proud. But last year, I got really irritated by it one day, and I was like, I want to be bald. I want to start over. I want to fix this, figure this out, because I can't go through this any longer. Like, it's literally messing with my personal views on myself and messing with my actual drive and motivation to work and just live life. And I couldn't have that anymore. I couldn't keep going through life like that. It just doesn't work for me. So I asked my dad, because he's a barber. I was like, Dad, please just cut all my hair off. So I was bald. Um, like it was like the most cut my hair has ever been. Because in the past I've done big chops, and those were for different reasons. It was for heat damage, and this time there was heat damage too. Though I'm not gonna lie, but it was usually heat damage and damage from bleach and dyes in the past. But this time it was purely so I can figure out my scalp. And after cutting my hair, I felt really at peace on the day. But after that, in the next few months to follow, I definitely struggled with my appearance again. And I say again because I already went through like a whole, I guess, spiritual awakening. And through that, it made me feel empowered within myself at a certain period of time. And I think this was around 2021, bridge 2022. And yeah, that was a really good time for me. But the way life works, you don't just have like a spiritual awakening or like a realization about yourself and then it just stays that way for the rest of your life. You have to work on it. And then also different things in life change and you'll react to them differently. And you might think that you're going backwards, but really you're just experiencing life for what it is. And life is giving you these obstacles so you can really tackle that shit. So you can really get to the bottom of things and really become the best version of yourself. And that's how I view the situation of me going back into feeling insecure about my appearance. But I took that time. It's like, I don't really need to be focused on how I look that much. That is not all of me. And it took me a while to really realize like that really isn't all of me. And I'm still realizing that like my appearance isn't everything. There's so many other things that I was gonna say have to offer, but it's not about me offering things. It's more about me feeling empowered in myself. There's so many other things. And through this time, I got to learn more about myself through human design, numerology, astrology, and it's been beautiful. It's been fun. During all that time, it allowed for me to pay attention to my diet even more and my care for my hair and quieting out the noise of other people, because usually when I tell other people about this, they don't understand. And I understand I understand that. Like, I don't expect people to understand or expect people to have answers for me. It's more like, I just want to let you know. I have to trust how I feel, what I know, and I know my body. That's what I love about this whole simulation or this whole thing is you know yourself more than anybody else. Okay? So if you instill that trust in yourself, everything else should not be ruining you. I'm talking about everything. Next time I'll probably write some notes for a video because I like to be organized and this doesn't feel organized. I keep going back and forth. Now, because I cut my hair back in November or October last year of 2023 and it's 2024 now, May. And my hair is looking good. I love my hair. And now I'm trying to really focus on feeling the best with how I come naturally. And that doesn't mean I'm not gonna do any other hairstyles anymore, because I definitely will, because you might see that shit tomorrow. I don't know, like, but I'm definitely going to be wearing my natural hair more and trying to feel more confident in how I present myself naturally. I feel like it's important to be empowered within your natural self. It's also important to know how you can elevate your naturalness as well, which I feel like I love to do and I'm very good at. And me viewing it from that perspective has allowed me to really love the base, the foundation of who I am. And loving that really allows for me to trust myself in uncomfortable situations that may present themselves in the future. So now, going through that or going through something like that again, I feel like I would have a new perspective and I would go about it in a better way, in a less self-deprecating way, and it won't be 6 years that I feel pain and uncomfortableness. Like, when I tell you guys, I would literally be like sitting and being with people and my hair would be screaming. When I tell you, my hair would be, it would be begging for me to go home and fix it, begging for something. And I would just have to sit there and smile and pretend like I wasn't in pain. And me saying that right now is making me sad. It's okay for us to have these differences. That's what makes us really interesting. That's what makes life interesting. Being able to tackle different things. Like, I don't really think of obstacles as, oh, this world doesn't like me, or I shouldn't be here, or I shouldn't be going through this. Why is this happening to me anymore? I think of it as character development situations, things to help you tap into other areas of yourself that haven't been awakened yet, in order for you to become who you're supposed to be here, or who you want to be here, because we also want what we're supposed to be. It's not just something that is just outside of who we think we are. Even if we might not see it right now, it's still something that we probably are yearning for, and we just haven't really paid attention to it. And what I'm yearning for is to feel peace within my body first, before I establish peace in my surroundings. Peace in my body allows for me to really feel and see things more clearly. I guess that's all I have to say. I just really wanted to get into my connection to my hair. I feel like I don't really talk about it in depth that much with myself or with people. And I felt like this was a good chance for me to really like express how I feel about my hair, what I've been through with my hair. And yeah, it's still a journey. I'm excited to see where my hair will go from here, now that I care about her more. Thank you for watching my video. If you want to see more of me, you can follow my Instagram at j.sya. I'll definitely have my socials in my description box. But thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to my story.